So for everyone that was giving her a hard time and being mean and being disrespectful, I only have one question for you. Could have you done better if you were in her shoes? I don't think so. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because I've been getting requests for this video for the past 4 days. But you know what? The wait is over. Here it is. I am talking about my top picks and review of the Binibining Pilipinas Swimsuit Competition 2021. And telling you that I'm excited for this video, it's an understatement because I am so ready to spill the tea and I have so much to say. Baby, you're in for a good one. During this video, I'll be giving you some of my thoughts about the show itself and also my top 10 picks of the swimsuit competition. The only thing that I'm gonna ask from you is that if you enjoy my video, please go ahead and leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section if you agree with my top picks or if you would have added someone else in there. This is an open conversation. Alright my friends, so without further ado, let's get into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy it.
Be strong.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Let's talk about the show itself. I feel like Binibining Pilipinas is really putting an effort this year into not only bringing quality content, but also stepping outside of the box a little bit. Already the fact that they have a swimsuit competition is already something new for them. So, you know, we appreciate it, we like it because in all scenarios, it only gives more visibility to the girls and it allows them to showcase different sides of their personality, whether it's mental, physique, skills, technique, it doesn't matter, I'm here for it. And on top of that, the fact that they decided to go with an outside competition, meaning that it was not inside a controlled environment, I feel like it was very original. I see it happening because of all the restrictions and it just made more sense. Is it ideal? No, because there are things that you cannot control, such as the wind, such as the sun, everything changes, you know, so the lighting for the girls is not gonna be the same. So it certainly adds a new layer of challenges, but overall, I feel like it was a good start, and judging by the fans' reaction, I know that everyone really enjoyed this show. They took a moment to honor previous beauty queens, you know, iconic beauty queens, and ones that have been doing extremely well recently. Of course, I'm thinking of Gazzini, I'm thinking of Samantha Bernardo, and you know, overall, it just had a very sisterhood vibe, which I'm all here for it. Because in a competition, it is so easy to forget that all of these women are beautiful, talented, amazing. I mean, you name it. They have everything that it takes, and they should all be celebrated individually. And although us as fans and the judges and everyone within the competition are looking for details and things, you know, to point and kind of like improve, at the end of the day, these are excellent ladies. But alright everyone, that's enough of me talking. Let's get into my actual top 10 picks. Please do not send hate to anyone. Even if you don't agree with my picks or if you feel like someone else should have been there, it's all good. It's just fun and games. My opinion is not gonna take merit from anyone. Okay, so let's get right into it. Number 10 is my girl that I love, Samantha Panlilio. I feel like Samantha did such a great job because she was consistent from beginning to end. She gave you a beautiful smile, beautiful body. I really like the fact that she was so precise with her poses, and even when she was transitioning, she was very smooth. I feel like she was in control overall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she knew, she had it all rehearsed in her mind, and the moment that the camera started shooting on her, she was just like, oh, it's time to walk. That for me was a big part of it, because if you hesitate during the walk or if you lose your focus, it's gonna show on camera, and that kind of break the fantasy for the fans. So I'm really glad that Samantha was able to keep it together and she went in for the kill. Side note on this one that I would like to comment is that I saw some people sending hate to Samantha or commenting on the way that she was smiling or a few things that I'm not gonna get too much into detail of that, but I have thoughts as usual. And what I'm gonna tell you is that this girl had the responsibility of opening the show. So that is a lot of pressure on your shoulders. You have to be mindful of that. And not only she's the first one, but she's also setting up the tone for the entire competition. Like, whoever is coming after her, she's the first one that they're going to remember. So for everyone that was giving her a hard time and being mean and being disrespectful, I only have one question for you. Could have you done better if you were in her shoes? I don't think so. Moving on, number 9 on my list is Kimberly Ticketickets, and I feel like this girl is the definition of consistency. all of the elements that you're looking for in this type of segment, right? Like the body, the walk, the pose, you name it, right? All of the things that you're looking for to give you that fantasy and make it cohesive for the fans visually, she was able to deliver from the beginning. And you know, one of the most challenging parts for me of this competition is only the amount of stairs. I cannot. If I was on their shoes for like half a second, I will be tripping down those stairs, because God knows that I cannot deal with stairs. But not Kimberly. Kimberly was able to pull it together, and she delivered something that was beautiful, that was graceful, that was enjoyable for the viewer, and that visually it was just stunning. She had a lot of eye contact with the camera, which I feel like is very important, because otherwise, if you're looking elsewhere or you seem to be a little distracted, I'm just not gonna get the fantasy, okay? I need you to look at me, honey. Look at me straight into my eyes and tell me that you are fierce, that you deserve this crown. And she did, so. Number 8 on my list is the beautiful Alexandra Rosales. Oh my god, Alex was a breath of fresh air. This girl just brought like joyful, youthful looks to the runway. And the way that she handled herself from beginning to end, it was so playful that honestly, I didn't even feel like she was under pressure or that she was stressed. The smile was on from the very first moment that the camera turned on her to the very last moment. She stayed consistent, and once again, this is something that you're gonna hear from me all throughout this list, because consistency is key. If 1 second you're giving me fears and then 1 second you're giving me like what's going on, we have a problem. But not for Alex. Just her aura overall was exuding happiness and confidence. And at the end of the day, for me, when you put all of those elements together, that's what really gives you like a sexy runway and a confident runway. And that is exactly what we, at least I as a fan, am looking for. One more comment about Alex, and it's the fact that her body, I love it, because she has such a beautiful body, like hourglass body, but she looks natural. This girl doesn't look overly done. This girl doesn't look fake. She doesn't look like she's trying too hard. She's just being herself and charming everyone in the process. So Alex, props to you, my girl. Next on my list, number 7, we have Maureen Montaigne. And oh my god, this girl, there's something about her eyes. There's something about her face. I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is. She's like extremely good looking and beautiful. But just the combination of everything, the hair, the confidence, the way that she was smiling, and those eyes, I felt like she was connecting with me through the television. Her walk is one of those that I really enjoy, because it was playful, but not in an innocent way. Like, she was really going for the sex appeal and like being sexy. And I enjoy that, because at the end of it, what I want to see in this type of competitions is variety. Swimsuit is not just about showing that you have a beautiful body, but also that you can attract the viewer's attention, that you can bring a fantasy, and that you can keep that going for the entire segment. I know that this girl has experience in pageantry, and some people were giving her a hard time because, oh, my expectations were so high and this and that, because she's been in the US, she's been here and there. And yes, of course, when you have experience, you kind of add a little layer of expectation, but every single competition is different. So you cannot expect the same thing from the girl. She is going to adapt. She is going to evolve. She's going to change with time. And I feel like that's exactly what you did. You did that. Number 6 on my list, we have Karen Lori Mendoza, Basta Ilonga Guapa, representing Iloilo. And all I can say about Karen, everything that I wrote down on my notes, is how natural she was. She was, from the beginning to end, not trying to smile too much, not trying to be too fierce, not trying to be too innocent. She was just like the perfect blend of all of those things. And for me, that's amazing, because it just looks like she's confident, like she knows herself, she's not trying to oversell herself, and she was just walking naturally, being very playful. I feel like her main playfulness was within her core. Something about her abs, something about her hips. I kid you not, when I saw her, I wrote down on my notes, her hips don't lie, baby. Because that's all I got. I really like the way that they made her makeup, her hair, everything look cohesive. She was in control once again of the DQ thing going on. So if you give me natural vibes, technique, being in control of the accessories, girl, you already know that you made my list. Number 5 on the list is someone that is no stranger to my channel. I am talking about Yasmin Di Maculangan. Oh my god, Yasmin, you did not have to go that hard on us. Honestly, because I was able to talk to her and kind of like get to know her a little bit, I was expecting a lot from Yasmin. My expectations were really up there, and I honestly feel like she brought it to the table. What I really enjoy seeing the most is that a lot of people who did not have her on the radar were really shocked and surprised by Yasmin, and that is such a gratifying feeling. The very first time that I saw Yasmin's performance on the swimsuit competition, the only thing that I wrote down is she is having fun. You can tell. It's one of those situations where you train hard, you work hard, you practice, you put all of your effort and everything that you can give it in, and then when the moment comes for the competition, you just put all of that aside and you just enjoy the moment. And I feel like that paid so well for Yasmin, because I don't want to be redundant, but the way that she handled herself, that she posed, that she showcased her body, her curves, but at the same time she was able to connect with the camera and the audience and, you know, smile and just be natural. It was a joy to watch, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the overall experience, how it feels when I look at it. Because a lot of the girls, it doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how fit you are, if you are not able to establish that connection with the audience, if you are not able to sell the fantasy and ultimately allow them to live this experience with you, then your job is only half done. And I love the fact that Yasmin went the extra mile and she really brought something unique to the table. So proud of you, girl. Number 4 on my list is Graciela Lechman. I feel like this girl, just physically speaking, she is superior. Like, her body is insane. If I show you my notes, I literally wrote her abs are more defined than my future and my sexual orientation. It's like, I didn't know an 8-pack existed. Obviously, I'm just kidding, but her body is so insane and she was in control of it. When she was walking down the runway, she felt very commanding. Just such a stunning girl, and everything worked perfectly, from the styling to the technique to the runway, the way that she was posing. I feel like she was very consistent once again, because at no point during her presentation I got disconnected or I got distracted by something that was being done wrong. All I saw was grace, sexiness, flawless technique, and a girl that at the end of the day was just enjoying the experience and having a good time, just enjoy the moment. And I feel like Graciela really made the most out of this experience. It really paid off because I saw her on several vloggers' top picks. So Graciela, honey, well done, baby. And number 3 on my list, I have the beautiful, the stunning, the amazing, I don't have enough adjectives, sorry, my vocabulary is not that large. Honey Cartasano, oh my god. This girl, out of everyone, I feel like she's the one that really surprised me the most, because her body was like outside of this world. The curves, it was just like a guitar body, like an hourglass. I was not ready. You know, I remember her. I remember that she was one of my top picks for the national costume. And when you think about it, for the national costume, she was actually wearing something so big, so large, that you couldn't really see her body. And the pictures that I saw of her, like wearing gowns and all of that, I didn't really realize that her body was so defined. Her presentation was so smooth, and honestly, she just looked effortless from beginning to end, smiling, just being playful with the camera, not trying too hard, just enjoying the moment. And one of the elements that I really liked about her was her haircut, because I didn't notice until I saw her that every single girl in the competition this year has long hair. And then here comes Honey with her beautiful hair, just being herself, being unique. I feel like that kind of set her apart from the other candidates to a certain extent, in a very good way. She did not miss a step, even on the stairs, and God knows there were a lot of stairs. She was in control, just prepared, overall just confident. She knew what she was doing. She was in control. And I hope that people are watching out for her, because this girl is going somewhere. Number 2 on my list is the beautiful, the stunning, the warrior, the survivor, my hero, Justine Felizarta. Being completely honest with you, I had such high hopes and expectations of Justine, and at some point I got a little worried because of the recent healthcare that she had, and I told myself I don't know to what extent she will be able to give her 100% during the swimsuit competition. But girl, she did not give us 100%, she gave us 150% during this competition. She did had her swimsuit alto in order to hide some of the scars, but if I'm being honest, I feel like it really worked on her advantage. It just set her apart from other girls and just gave her a light of her own. On top of that, right, all of than the obvious difference of the swimsuit, she was transitioning between intensities and emotions and facial expression, sometimes being playful, sometimes being friendly, sometimes being sexy. And at some point, she gave me a face that I felt like, oh my god, this girl, like, don't mess with her because she's the girl who will fight you. That's what I was enjoying, the fact that she took me on a journey and she delivered. When it comes to the swimsuit competition part of it, she delivered technique, she delivered precision, she delivered pose. She was able to blend all of those technicalities into one thing, including all of those extras that I mentioned. If it was a meal, I would eat all of that and then lick my fingers. And then we finally made it to my #1 pick of the swimsuit competition, the beautiful, the amazing Meiji Cruz. From the very first moment, and I kid you not, that I saw Meiji on my TV, I knew that this girl was going somewhere. I was just in awe from beginning to end. There was something about her, and you know, I don't want to once again be repetitive and go through all of the technicalities and the things that she did well or not and this and that, but there was something about her aura that just looked so effortless. She was being sexy, she was being precise, the technique was there, but at the same time, everything was so smooth that I didn't even have to look too closely into it. At the end of it, when her segment ended, I knew that she had done something great. And you know that someone did extremely well when you don't even have to go and look for details and like look for the technicalities, you just feel it. And that's what I got from Meiji. I was expecting a lot from her because I know that she is a fan favorite. I know that she did extremely well during the national costume as well. And she did not disappoint. My expectation right now going forward from Meiji are really high because I feel like she's one of those girls who might be able to snatch one of the crowns. Don't sleep on her because Meiji will surprise you. As of right now, if I had to attach the name of the candidate to the word consistency, that will be Meiji. She made my top list for advocacies, she made my top list for national costume, and now she took #1 spot on my list for swimsuit competition. That says a lot, at least for me as a fan. So I don't know about you, but if you don't agree, that's fine. You're entitled to your wrong opinion. Shout out. Alright everyone, so that was my list for this year's swimsuit competition. Let me know in the comments please if you don't mind. What are your thoughts about it? Do you agree with my picks? Do you agree with my comments? Would have you done something differently? This is an open conversation, and once again, this is just for fun. If your favorite didn't make it into my list, it does not take credit away from her, because at the end of the day, all of these girls wear through so many layers in order to get to Binibining Pilipinas that there's no questioning at this point of their beauty and the things that they're capable of. If you enjoy my reaction, please leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug, because that's a little tradition on this channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, as usual, my friends, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.